Holy packs. All right, guys, got another lighter side of cards for you here. Just going through again some of the collections and breaks and stuff like that, and pulling aside cards that I thought were just kind of odd looking or funny looking, maybe had a weird picture, or the picture itself was something that I thought was pretty cool and different than what you normally see, right? And then the guy just holding the bat or swinging the bat, making a hit, or making a play in the field, and all this other stuff, or a portrait picture. So I have just a handful of cards here to go through with you guys, but hopefully, hopefully you guys will like these as much as I do, or you find some funny ones. But if you guys have some good ones too, I'd love to see what you guys have come across, because I mean, I know there's a ton of photos out there and a lot of weird ones out there. So you know, I'd like to see if you guys have your own favorite cards that you like to, or find that are pretty odd. This one, starting off with the Kyle Banks, it wasn't so much that I thought this was a funny picture or a weird picture. I actually thought this was a pretty cool picture, right? Because the sun's kind of like coming through the opening there, almost like a heavenly light, right, guiding him to the plate there. So I thought this was actually a pretty cool picture more than anything. Not so funny, or not a weird spot for him, but pretty good timing from the photographer there to get him with the backdrop and the light coming through. So kind of like this is the rare one. This is the one that I thought was pretty fun, or a nice picture overall. This one, I looked at this one before opening up one of the mystery boxes, and this was the Diamond Kings, the $87 Diamond Kings from Jose Canseco. And the reason why I find this one funny is not that it's a picture itself, but just that to me, it doesn't look anything like Jose Canseco, right? It's not, I mean, usually these artist renditions are pretty good, pretty close, but this one, I just feel like they missed the mark, and it just does not, to me, it doesn't look like Jose Canseco. I mean, you know it's Jose Canseco because he's wearing the A's uniform, you know, it says his name, it looks enough like him that you'd be like, oh, I guess that's Jose. But like, ultimately, if you put this side by side with his picture, I don't think it looks anything like him. But that could just be me. These next two actually are kind of funny, because it's something that you're really not allowed to do in football anymore. It's kind of the lost art of the trash talking, the finger pointing, right? Back when, you know, and this was only what, early 90s, right? Rodney Harrison. This is a 97 card, right? So mid 90s, right? Defenses can still, you know, lay out hits. There wasn't like every time you touch the quarterback, you got a flag. You know, there isn't all these targeting hits going on now, right? Where you hear a lot of defensive players saying how hard it is to play defense in the league, because they're really not allowed to, they have to be a lot more controlled than they were back then. But in these ones, right, you can see the taunting, right? You see Rodney Harrison standing over the receiver, probably came across the middle and laid him out, right? And he's letting them know, like, you can't do that. And then John Randall, of course, just pointing the finger at the quarterback, probably after a sack or some sort of hit, and you know, giving them. I can only imagine what they're saying right now, but you know, letting them be known where they are in the field, and you know, and that's kind of their tactic too, right? You know, those offensive players now, they're going to be aware of where those two guys were. But now we're getting into more of the lighter side of things, with Jake Plummer doing this, I don't know, this jumping jack flash kind of jump. I don't know what the purpose of this is, like. And I can only imagine, and Upper Deck is, to me, Upper Deck is notorious for having like bad pictures. And this is one of them. I just imagine the photographer's like, all right, just do whatever you want. Like, so instead of just standing there and just taking a normal picture, he jumps up in the air and does this split jump thing. I don't know, kind of weird. I don't know what the point of it is, but makes for an entertaining card. This next one is the Denny Nagel Children of the Corn card, right? So this one, you know, anybody remembers that movie, the kids coming out of the cornfield in that horror movie. I think there's a popular Homer Simpson meme that does the same thing when he's talking to Flanders. He just comes out of the bushes and he slides back into the bushes. This is what I was thinking of that when I saw this. It's like, say Denny Nagel's name 3 times and he appears out of the ivy at Wrigley Field. So luckily for him, it's not Poison Ivy, because that would have been a pretty bad move on his part. I call this next card the Blowfish. Brad Kilby here throwing a pitch, and you know, it's not that it's bad that it's like, all right, someone's making a face or exerting themselves. I mean, we all make silly faces when we're trying to, you know, do something physical, but like this is just not a good look, right? Just overall, this is your baseball card. You know, this is your rookie card too. Like if he became somebody people were trying to collect, like this would be the one you want everyone collecting. Like, it's just a tough look, right? His cheeks are all puffed out, his belly's sticking out, like just really an overall tough look for Brad. And then this is kind of in that same vein. Like this isn't as bad. I think the Blowfish is better than this one. But like, you know, this one's a typical straining, you know, trying to strain, throw the pitch here. But, you know, I think I refer to this one as the pirate, right? He's like, arr, they just like, I don't know. I just feel like for a baseball card though, you could choose a better photo. Like I get you want like an in-action shot, but like, get him in his windup. Don't get him when he's delivering the pitch, right? When you see like the tendons in his arm, like, oh, this is why this guy needed Tommy John surgery, right? Like, I just never thought this was like an overall great pitcher, especially if you're trying to make it for their baseball card, something people are gonna want to collect. But this one, I just wish I knew what was going on, right? You got Pat Borders and Jack Morris. Jack Morris obviously pitching and Borders catching, and you don't have and then you got Gruber here, who's playing third base, coming into the meeting, right? You know, they're having the conversation here about, you know, how are we gonna attack this guy, or what are we gonna do for this pitch? And I always envision like Gruber's yelling to the manager like, "We're throwing the fastball, we're going one, we're going the heater." But I have no idea what this is in context to. But it's just funny that he's like throwing up the one finger. Everyone's looking. He's looking so intent. Look at look at the intensity on that face. Like, he's really intent on making sure they do whatever he wants. And Jack Morris is like, I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? I'll throw a pitch, sure. But it's just weird that the third baseman is dictating it. And then this one is the Mike Lacoste one. This one I almost feel like he's challenging the photographers. Like, I bet you don't know how to throw a split finger. He's like, yeah, buddy, I could throw a split finger. This is how you do it, buddy. You think you can hit it? Like, it's just so weird. He's just like holding it up, and he just looks like, but it's not like he's just holding it up to show it or whatever. He just looks so intense, right? He's just like so pissed off. Like, yeah, I could do it. You don't believe me? I could throw a split finger? Like, I don't know what the point is. Like, have a smile on your face or something. Like, relax. It's a baseball card, right? You know, jeez. And this one's the best, right? In that same vein of relax. This one I've always liked growing up because it's like Alan Trammell, like they're probably taking infield, right? You can see like Trammell's like, back up, Kurt. I got this one. Like I'm warming up in the game. And look at Kirk Gibson right here. He's like saying like, can you believe this fucking guy right here telling me what to do? Like, is this guy for real? Like, this is not my first rodeo. So it's just kind of I don't know. It's funny, like probably like the intensity that Alan Trammell brought to every game, and like the Joe Six-Pack that Kirk Gibson brought to every game. You know, and they both were good players in their own right. Obviously Trammell in the Hall of Fame, so doing something right there. And this one I kind of like because it's again, like, why did we pick this pitcher, Upper Deck? It's clear that Matt Williams just struck out, right? There's the ball getting thrown back to the pitcher, and he's barking at the ump. He didn't like whatever was being called. Either he swung and missed and he was pissed about earlier pitches that set it up for the swing and miss, or he wasn't happy about striking out and maybe went down looking. So clearly not a great look, you know, arguing with the pitcher. Arguing with the umpire. Not sure why you want to make that his baseball card. And then this one, again, Upper Deck, coming through with some gems. You got Gerald Clark, who just got knocked down, right? Not looking happy at the pitcher, probably just ducked. Whether he got hit or not, who knows? I don't know if he got hit, but clearly like got knocked to the dirt. His jersey's all dirty. His face is looking like, Jesus Christ, guy. Like he's exhaling out there, like just like not sure what he wants to do. Does he want to charge? Does he not? You know, still got the bat in his hand and everything. So overall, just not a good pitcher for like, you know, this is a good pitcher, right? Here you go. You're in the field. You're ready to play. You know, you're on the hop. But this one is like, oh yeah, you just got knocked down. and almost hit by a pitch. Yeah, let's put that one as the pitcher. And then the last one here, again, in that same vein, is like, now we know for sure he got hit. Like, hey, Andy Van Slyke, you just got hit with the ball right on your elbow, right? It's like, let's put that on your baseball card, right? Show you that you're in pain. Show that you just took a fastball right off the funny bone. I don't know why Upper Deck does this. Why does Upper Deck put these type of pitchers in there? Not too sure. I mean, this one at least is somewhat normal. Still not a great pitcher. I mean, you haven't even put him in the field or anything like that, but like this is what you want. Like, yeah, let's just show the guy in his worst moment, just getting beamed by a ball, in pain, wincing. Hey, that's your baseball card. Good job. I don't know. So that's just a quick run that I just some of the cards that I pulled through that I got through some of these mystery boxes and other collections I just went and looked through. So hope you guys enjoyed those. And again, if you have some ones that you think are pretty funny or you have some interesting ones that you're just not sure, you know, I'm sure if you guys have any Upper Deck collections, you're gonna come across some weird pictures. I don't know, Upper Deck is pretty notorious for it. But hope you enjoyed it, and we'll try and get some more and do this again. All right, later.